Paul Harrison from Business in Vancouver to talk about all things, of course, business related. The big story of the day, Paul, is Sobeys buying Safeway.
Hi, Sophie. Yes, it is.
So, Sobeys.
Yes.
Yes. Tell us more about Sobeys and why they're buying Safeway.
Well, Sobeys is huge in Eastern Canada. Certainly, they have a massive presence in Quebec and Ontario. They've got like a relatively small foothold here in BC. I think about 32 owned or franchised stores. So buying Safeway gives them a massive presence in the West. Safeway's got about 92 stores in BC. BC is the province with the most Safeway stores by quite some margin. So for Sobeys, which of course doesn't have much Western presence, this gives them a really good foothold in the West and some real critical mass. It's a $5.8 billion deal, which sees Sobeys buying all the Canadian Safeway stores. So it's a very significant deal.
Right.
And comes at a time, of course, when there's increased competition within the retail space. We're seeing, Walmart increasing its the number of aisles it has for groceries.
Of course, yeah.
You're seeing Target coming into the market with, I think it's 9 stores in BC.
And do they sell groceries as well,
Yeah,
Target? Okay.
a Canadian launch there. And Costco
right.
is looking to expand as well. So what this does is give Sobeys a very good foothold in Western Canada. They can probably see some better buying prices from its suppliers because they can have more critical mass. This may translate to savings for us.
I sort of look at Safeway as a different entity from what Sobeys, I don't know about Sobeys in Eastern Canada, but Sobeys here in BC, we would know them under the names Thrifty Foods and IGA.
IGA and Foodland, yeah.
And Foodland, okay.
Yeah.
So they seem to me to be a bit smaller than what we traditionally think of as a Safeway.
I don't know. I mean, there are a number of stores in BC that are much smaller than what you might describe as a big save-on-food type store as well. Yeah. And so I think what this does, though, is give Sobeys a lot more critical mass. So when you add those 32 stores that they had before, owned and franchised, to the 92 they're going to have in BC, right, that gives them a lot more buying power from other suppliers. Should enable them to get some better pricing, and that may be better prices for us. Which
would be a good thing. Now, one thing that they haven't announced, or maybe they haven't decided yet, is whether they'll change the name Safeway.
No, that's not been announced as far as I'm aware, no. Because the deal closes in the fall. I imagine they'll be working on that stuff now, working out what to do with what they have, try and find the best profits from that, and then they'll go from there.
Interesting. All right, thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Sophie.
Okay, we'll talk to Paul again in about an hour from now. Of course, you can check out the Business in Vancouver website at BIV.com.